A warm welcome to you, beautiful souls, and to my channel, Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo, and I am grateful to have you here, beautiful souls. The card decks that I use are listed in the description box below, and thank you for all of the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscriptions. They mean the world to me, and they continue to grow this channel, so thank you. We are tuning in with the divine feminine energy today, beautiful souls. Angels, what would you like to express concerning the divine feminine energy? Okay. Ooh. Limitation. Okay, so I feel this is an overarching energy, the energy of 44, which is a master number, beautiful soul, a higher level of 8. So finding balance between the material and the physical, the spiritual and the physical. And I see that with exhaustion here. So you may have felt restricted, divine feminine. You may have felt very exhausted, depleted of your resources or your energy. Hold up. Yeah, and things may have been unclear or uncertain because the camera right now is out of focus. Okay, there we go. So with Saturnian energy too, because we see Saturn there. And, you know, things may have felt trying and difficult. You have nature spirits with you. You have helper guides with you. And I also feel you have Archangel Uriel with you, divine feminine, giving you, assisting you to receive that spark of warmth. You're going to receive a message of tenderness and warmth, and I feel you're going to feel that warm and radiant good energy, and your helper guides are tuning you in with that because they see how much you're going through, but you're breaking past your limitations, and I hear stepping past the threshold of fear, choosing faith over fear, choosing to remain in tune with spirit and see you have wings, you have grown, divine feminine. And with that Saturnian energy too, this is telling me, you know, you've done the work. 19 could be significant to you. This is a higher version of, this is a version of 10 when you break that down. And 10 is all about those beginning again. And well, 10 in the tarot can also represent, though, closures, the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. But you have nature spirits all around you, spirits of nature, and they adore you, divine feminine. You could even be very connected with fairies here, or there are fairies that are connected with you, and they respect you, divine feminine. They appreciate your presence. This also says to me indeed that you are tuning in with your divine magic. So if you felt, and you know, if you see that as the energy, the first card, and energy of the past, I'm gonna, I think, how do I do this? This is like an overarching energy. I don't know, I think I'll still just keep it here. You know, you felt that way, but the warmth is returning to you, and wherever you felt limited, you are going to be set free. And nothing is impossible, beautiful souls, because impossible means I'm possible, and know that all things are possible, divine feminine. Freedom, runner guides. Wow, yeah, I just was talking about that too, setting yourself free, 54-9. Okay, so this is the dove, the energy of God, goddess, pure love. Your spirit is being set free, divine feminine. The runner guides. Now, runner guides are guides, according to the Ask Your Oracles, or Ask Your Guides Oracle here by Sonia Choquette. She says that they are guides that assist you to retrieve that which you feel you have lost, and this could be anything from something within your spirit, in your soul, to actual physical things, like, in other words, if you lost your keys, They can assist you with any type of retrieval. So yeah, your spirit is being set free. It feels like, you felt caged. And yeah, there we go. With these two cards together, you felt caged, Divine Feminine. You've been feeling restricted in some way, but your guides are saying you are being set free. Freedom is incoming, a breath of fresh air. You're going to feel renewed. You're breaking past the limitations because indeed, you have those wings, Divine Feminine. You are the power. The story that you tell yourself is the story that you manifest. What stories are you telling yourself? And I feel the nature spirits too are encouraging you to tell yourself a story that you wish to create here on Gaia. You are the power. Opposition, nature spirits again. Wow, nature spirits are definitely here. And I believe this card came out not too long ago, actually, a couple weeks ago. So there's this balance. And I feel that the angels are encouraging, again, that balance with that 8 energy. The angels are saying if you've had time with one aspect, such as the physical, take some time to be present with the other aspects, such as the spiritual. I feel this is also kind of like a overarching energy. And that's funny because both feel like that 8 type of energy, and they're both above each other with the placement. This is the center core, so the angels are saying to center yourself, Divine Feminine, ground. Tune in with your light, tune in with your shadow. And don't inundate yourself so thoroughly in one or the other. Balance is the key here. I see this too as you breaking free from anything that was suppressed, because that is shadow. Now, things that are suppressed can be positive for you. They can also be negative for you. It's all about how you feel, and you are guided to know the truth for what is best for your life, Divine Feminine. But I see you having a confrontation with shadow. But this is a good thing, because then that shadow, okay, sometimes we have to we have to do the hard work, or rather I should say the good work. Sometimes we have to turn around and face our fears, indeed, to face what we don't want to see, so that we can ask ourselves, is this beneficial for me or not? Because when you do not turn around and face shadow, when you run from it, when you deny the darkness, that creates limitations and restrictions and cages you. So when you turn around and you face yourself and you face shadow and you sit down and you realize, this isn't good for me, or this is good for me and I've been suppressing this because I've been, limited by societal constraints or things other people have told me. I've been told to suppress this, but this is actually a very positive aspect within me. Or this is, again, a very negative aspect within me, and I need to release this and let this go. So it could be either one. It's just everything that is suppressed, that is shadow. Everything that has been denied. And I see you tuning in with that energy. And both of these individuals here, I'm going to say they're both divine feminine energies. They have their eyes closed. They look like they are in a state of harmony and bliss. So they embrace their true self and honor their aspects. And that's what I see you doing, Divine Feminine. Yeah, this is all about you embracing yourself, because by not doing so, you have been depleted and exhausted. And I feel Archangel Uriel is guiding you back home to yourself, as well as Archangel Jophiel. This really feels like an Archangel Jophiel reading as well, because Archangel Jophiel too, within Radley Valentine's Archangel Power Tarot cards, she is the mascot for the Devil card, and the Devil card is all about seeing what is not healthy for you. It also deals, like the Moon card, with shadow work, because it's the message of that card is to try to show you where you are out of alignment and how those things cage you, how they drain you and do not benefit your purpose, your spirit, your soul. So this feels too like the Renegades are assisting you to retrieve the peace within self. So I feel peace incoming too. It feels, again, and you feel more lit up. You feel more lit up, Divine Feminine. And you can feel the spirit of your Divine Masculine. Yes, oh wow, yeah, self-love at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take it. Nature spirits again. So a lot of nature spirits are with you. Elementals, elves, gnomes, dwarves, fairies. Unicorns, dragons. Archangel Jophiel is the Archangel of Beauty and also the Archangel of Self-Love. And like I said, she's kind of the Archangel of, like, you know, tuning in with what doesn't serve you, like that Devil card energy. I also believe she was on the Star card as well. So, like, we see that with the Star. You are the star, Divine Feminine. You are the hope of a brand new day. The angels are encouraging you that you are well loved. Again, tell yourself the narrative that you desire to manifest for yourself here on Gaia. You are very well loved. You are cherished. And I see that this energy is incoming where you embrace yourself. And that's beautiful with these two cards combined. Again, it's as I said, there's going to be love for all parts of yourself. You're going to feel in tune with all parts of yourself and embrace that energy. Embrace the energy that was hidden, because they are all a part of you. And the beauty is, if you know, the beauty is with shadow, again, if you don't like something, you can release that. You have the power to release that. So this is all about too, I feel Aquarian energy here too. So someone could have strong Aquarian placements. I feel Scorpio energy here. I feel Virgo energy. I feel Taurus energy. Yeah, oh wow, I was just going to say that, a spark. Thank you, angels. And it's right below the, see how you can't make this up? It's right below the golden orb of golden light being given to you, Divine Feminine. So it's like you're going to feel lit up. Within this current energy, it's like you're moving from exhaustion to feeling inspired, to feeling lit up, feeling capable, as though, yes, I can do this. And this is also speaking to me that this is like a lighthouse energy to the Divine Masculine. And when you embrace all parts of yourself, okay, you instead of Saturnian energy controlling you, you now control the Saturnian energy. Okay, and again with that like orb. You may see in your physical or digital reality like orbs of light, you may actually see this in your physical reality too, like an orb of light. This is that warm, radiant energy being imparted to you. So you may have a sort of metaphysical, spiritual, otherwise unexplainable experience, like where is this light coming from, Divine Feminine? That is warm, radiant energy being returned to you. And also it could be an indicator that the nature spirits are making, a nature spirit is making contact with you. I definitely feel that your Divine Masculine is also very drawn to you. And when you stand as in whole with yourself, it's very attractive to the Divine Masculine. Just as when the Divine Masculine chooses themselves, right? When you truly love self, then you have the capacity. When you fill up your own cup and you love self, right? You have plenty then to give to others. When you're not filling up your own cup, okay, when you filled up your cup with the expectations and to anything that was restricting you, when you fill up that cup with things that are imposed on you by society, by other people, okay, then you can't tune in and hear your own voice. You can't fill up your own cup. So it's like a light bulb go, like, again, because Archangel Uriel is the Archangel of inspired action, wisdom, and illumination. So it's like that light switch is being turned on. And the angels are saying, yes, we are highlighting the truth for you. What was dark is being lit up. Yes, thank you, angels. And see, at first, at the start of this reading, I felt a little uncertain of where I was going. I felt, as Infinite Waters said, Ralph Smart actually is his name, but I always say Infinite Waters. Infinite Waters is the channel. Definitely go check out that channel if you desire. Good for souls that are looking to wake up. And he has such a great personality too. But as he says, you know, feeling a little bit shaky, baby. Yeah, like I felt like that a little bit. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I feel so confident about this. And again, as a Divine Feminine, that reflected, you know, this energy, I can see that being reflected back to me. It's like, look now, I feel more confident. I'm doing okay. So that's that could be a helpful thing for you too, you know, like even if you feel uncertain, even if you feel a little bit shaky, or as Ralph Smart also says, you know, speak your truth even if your voice shakes. And I love that. And I'm going to share that with you, Divine Feminine, because that has definitely assisted me on my journey, benefited me on my journey, guided me on my journey, because there are times when you just feel uncertain, but to do it regardless and to know that you're satisfying your spirit, okay? You're loving yourself, you're setting yourself free, you're satisfying your spirit. Because when you don't do it, then you're not heard, you're not limited, and that's not, and then it drains you, okay? And then it depresses you. But to know that because when he says that too, the underlying message is that you don't have to be 100% confident. You don't have to be 100%. You don't always have to be, you know, it doesn't always have to be 100% brave or perfect. Yeah, it's perfect just as it is. And maybe even if things, you know, seem uncertain or imperfect, by saying or doing it anyway, you release that. You release out into the world what needs to be said, what needs to be done, how you really feel. And that just makes your spirit soar. And what it does is it increases your confidence. Repetition increases the confidence. Repetition of doing something increases confidence, because at first you know, if you never do it, you don't step past that threshold of fear. You don't step outside of the comfort zone. You stay limited. Yes, this is about stepping outside of the comfort zone. Stepping outside of the comfort zone. And that's what Archangel Uriel is all about. Along with Archangel Jophiel. They're working together with you, Divine Feminine, to step outside your comfort zone. Because remember, the purpose of this Divine Feminine message is to empower you in your core. Because that's the real way. That's how you actually receive the Divine Masculine, right? And the Divine Masculine receives you. It's when you both choose yourselves and you work on self. You do not, as Liz said, okay, another beautiful channel here. Her name is Liz Harrison, and her channel is called Guided by Angels. And I watched many of her videos back in 2021, 2022, so she was a great guide for me. And it's because of her, I owe her a lot, I owe Ralph Smart a lot. You know, these were physical human guides that assisted me to become my greatest version. And she really, her videos taught me to tune in with you know, cartomancy, which is reading the cards, and to tune in with, she taught me that everything is a sign and a symbol. And, you know, she taught me how to, you know, tune in with my intuition, my higher self. And I felt very inspired by her, much more confident. So go check out her channel. But oh, what was I about to say here? I feel that it was tuning in with, again, with what Liz was saying here. And there could be that too, Divine Feminine, like if you feel like you've forgotten something, or don't try to force it, okay? The angels are saying things will become clear to you. But yeah, she taught me that everything is a sign and a symbol. And we have at the bottom of the deck, the angels are saying, take it. I wasn't going to. We have growth. Okay, you have grown, Divine Feminine. And I mean, look at that. You've grown. You are no longer, you know, you're not a seedling. You're not you know, a plant that hasn't reached maturity, an immature plant, a plant in its infancy, or a plant in its, you know, early stages. This is a fully grown flower. And the sun, again, illuminates. So again, with that orb energy, you could also see this energy around your headspace, Divine Feminine. Like if you're looking in the mirror, or perhaps if you took a photograph, like someone could even remark to you, what's that energy? Or someone could point out, wow, they see like gold around your headspace. Okay, this is because you are tuning in with all that you are, and you are embracing all that you are. You are embracing all that you feel resonates with you. You're no longer holding back. And you are also releasing that which needs to go. Oh, I feel like that's what Liz was saying too. Yeah, like when you tune in, when you know, because she said that. She said, you know, you don't have to, I think that's what I was going to say. When you don't have to focus on what the Divine Masculine is doing. Focus on yourself, and you attract, right? You attract a healthy person because you've become healthy. You know, you are the change you wish to see. When you be, okay, in other words, when you embody the energy of your desires, you become that desire, you attract that desire. It just must be so. When you tell yourself, yes, I have grown, I am healthy, I embrace all parts of myself, I release what I feel I need to, I realize, and you know, don't be afraid of what you confront, Divine Feminine. You know, because everything had its purpose, and everything showed you either what you really must bring forward in your purpose here on Gaia, or what you must release, what you're here to, you know, what you're here to dismantle. And what you're here to build. You know, because you may have ran before from that which you saw. Again. But again, when you run from it, it's like that energy lassos you. And then it pulls you back. It's like it yanks you back, and you feel tethered, you feel bound. That's the energy of the Devil card. It's like these things weighing down your spirit. You know, the angels are saying, you know, it's okay to be afraid of that which you see, but still move past that threshold anyway. And I felt like my throat, I needed to clear my throat there. Okay, so I feel there definitely is, and we had that in the blessings message come out yesterday about throat chakra empowerment. So I feel that extending into this message as well. It's like your voice is being empowered, the way you express yourself is being empowered. And there may have been something that you were doing, and it may not have been good for you vocally. It may not have been good for your throat chakra, okay, your self-expression. It may have been diminishing the energy, you know, it may have been restricting the flow within the throat chakra. It's almost like your voice was blocked a little bit, or you felt like with limitation. Yeah, you felt like you weren't being heard, or you felt like you were, like your voice was bound or something. That's what the angels are telling me. Okay, the angels are saying, take this, rest. Okay, yeah, take some time to rest and honor yourself. Even if you feel you can only take a small break, that's sometimes all you need. And if you engage with that, then you can engage with that in bigger increments as well, okay? Because you're shifting that energy. Because when you rest too, and this is the energy of the Four Swords, know that all is well, Divine Feminine, all is well. All is well. You are on the right path. I'm also hearing 17 and 717. Now that indicates that you are on the right path, and that it is okay. You may have felt, again, as Ralph Smart said, a little bit shaky. You may have felt uncertain about where you were headed. But no, you are headed in the right direction. Sometimes we must go backwards, experience recidivism. And what recidivism means is that you are reverting back to a previous state that you thought you had already grown from. Okay, sometimes you have to go back a little bit in order, because then when you go back, you're like, okay, and I've experienced recidivism several times throughout my life. So it's like that, taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I'm hearing that Bruce Springsteen song. But it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But you're not taking 2 steps back. You're taking a step forward and 2 steps forward, and sometimes you take a step back. But sometimes to step back means that we can then experience that energy again, and we're like, you know what? This really doesn't serve me. This feels icky now. And oftentimes it's with something that you're struggling to let go of. Okay, again, with that addiction energy with the Devil card. And addictions don't just apply to substances. They also apply to really anything can be addictive, beautiful soul. And especially if it's draining you, again, depleting you. It could be some type of overthinking. You could be addicted to negative affirmation. You could be indeed addicted to toxic foods, physical substances. You could be addicted to a song or a movie or something that's not healthy for you, and you just know it. Yeah, this was also at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take this one too. It's like, you know, these energies are being reflected back to you. Yeah, it's like when you step back, you can see things clearly in the mirror, right? You can be like, oh, you know, I thought I liked this, but now I don't think I like this. It's like, well, it took you as far as it could take you. Everything that you experience is shaping you and the person you're meant to be. It's showing you the mirror. Again, with the circular orb energy, okay? This is all about being whole within self, too. Circles are all about wholeness. Okay, finishing touches for this message, angels. And again, with that beautiful periwinkle angel blue color. So I feel Archangel Michael here too, and Archangel Michael is gently guiding you. I also see him putting his hands around you. I'm seeing that image from the 3 of Swords from Radley Valentine's Archangel Power Tarot cards. He is embracing the individual there, and he realizes he's showing that individual comfort, so that and being like a strong, sturdy pillar, like a shoulder that individual can lean on. You know, he's not in judgment of that person for the way they feel. He's saying embrace your feelings, and you know, because by doing so, you then get to release. So I do feel Archangel Michael is standing sentinel with you, because he's not only protecting you, but he is assisting you in a way of comfort and showing you that, yes, you are not alone. You are genuinely cared for. Like, the angels care about your emotions, beautiful soul. King of Pentacles. So I see this in two ways. I see this as the divine masculine. Okay, again, with that divine masculine energy, this is the energy of feeling successful, feeling confident in the physical realm, because the kings and queens are masters within their suits, and the king is supposed to be the most masterful, the highest level. But I sort of feel it could be both, just in their own ways respectively. Again, with Pentacles too, this is a slow and steady energy. The angels are saying to slow down. And I feel when you do slow down, again, it brings the divine masculine closer, because by slowing down, okay, we can really tune in. Yeah, tune in. And it's right above the light bulb, and it's right above the growth and the reflection. So the divine masculine feels your energy with these two cards combined, divine feminine. They feel what you are reflecting back out. So this is a reminder from the angels again. And growth here means lesson too. So what is going on here is a powerful lesson. It's like a powerful epiphany. Yeah, with that creativity card. Okay, that's what that's saying to me. And I feel like you're going to get excited about this, okay, because I just felt excited there. It's almost like a feeling of giddiness. You're going to feel giddy because it's like you're tuning in with that God, goddess. You're tuning in with that spirit, with that dove card. Your true essence. The Holy Spirit, that's what the angels are saying, the Holy Spirit, which is just the spirit of God, goddess, source, and also tuning in with who you authentically are. That's what the Holy Spirit is to me. I always take what resonates. You may have your own definition, but to me, that's what that is. So you have this epiphany energy, and you feel giddy about this. You're like, wow, like, yeah, I see this. I see what I maybe didn't see before, what I was denying or what I always knew, but I realize, how that is restricting me, limiting me. And you feel excited, and the divine masculine can feel that excitement. And this too says, this is your confirmation, divine feminine, that they are thinking of you, okay? See the leaf within the heart space area? Their heart is lit up for you. They can feel what you're feeling. And that's why, again, send out good energy, because they feel what you're feeling. And it's warm. Oh, wow. Yeah. Thank you, angels. Yeah, they're like, wait a minute before you go with this card. See that golden radiant warmth of the leaf? Again, with all this radiant gold orb energy. Okay, so when you see this orb too, it could also be indicative that this is your divine masculine within the spiritual realm, like the 5D, because their 5D is always present with you, and your 5D is always present with them, your fifth dimensional self. And you are always guides to each other. You are guiding each other back home. And I feel the divine masculine energy, again, is sending you out warm, radiant energy, because they can feel how you felt exhausted, how you felt a little bit down, how you felt shaky, uncertain, unclear. You didn't feel as though you were as empowered either vocally, or maybe you felt like your communication was off. Almost like a Mercury in retrograde type energy. I don't know if we are in Mercury in retrograde right now. I really sometimes don't keep up with that, even though I am into astrology, but I really don't keep up with stuff like that. But that's what it reminds me of. So it's more symbolic than actually what's literally going on right now. But I feel like it is almost like you felt like there was a Mercury in retrograde a little bit. You felt like you were unclear, maybe muddled thinking. you didn't maybe feel as though you were able to clearly communicate your thoughts. I see that, you know, all being resolved, because again, you're tuning in with yourself. And I see the divine masculine, you know, they are sending you out beautiful energy. Okay, so they are working with all of these spirits and guides. You may feel as though they are touching your heart space. You may feel as though, excuse me, divine feminine, again with the throat chakra clearing. Okay, so you may experience moments where you feel like your throat needs to be cleared. This too is also, wait a minute, I don't want to jump from one thing to the other, because I notice sometimes I tend to do that. It's like the messages just keep coming. So slow down. So you may feel as though that something is being unblocked, or you may feel an energy come up and you may feel like you need to release a little bit, belch a little bit. But that's the throat chakra energy being cleared out, and also a sign that communication is incoming, because we had that. I believe that came out yesterday about communication from your masculine, because they feel very wholesome. Okay, I'm seeing Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups type. Oh, it's okay. The angels are saying take it. Six of Pentacles energy. Liz also said that too. Sometimes if you see a sign or a symbol and then you realize, wow, wait a minute, that's not what that looked like, or it was something different, it's because your intuition is tuning in to what really needs to be said. It's like being overlaid over that image. So like you could take the actual image, or you could take the sign and symbol that you see, or you could take both. But don't discredit any when you thought you saw something, or you thought you were going to say something, it turns out something else. That's the angels coming through. That's your higher self coming through. So yeah, Six of Pentacles as well. So Six of Cups and Six of Pentacles, they desire to give to you. And again, they are sending you out that radiant warm energy along with Archangel Uriel. They desire to give you the world, divine feminine, and they feel very, this is confirmation for you that your divine masculine feels like they are the master of their world, and that is good, because by doing so, they are able, again, to share this with you, okay? They're not in a state of, it's right over growth too, again, they're not in a state of immaturity. They're not in a state where, you know, they have, I mean, there's always something to work on, but what I'm talking about is they're not at that state anymore where they have a lot to work on, like core issues. Okay? It's not as heavy as before. Okay, but if you see something right now that needs to go, obviously that is being reflected back to them. They see what needs to go as well, but they are open. They have their eyes wide open. Their eyes aren't sewn shut. They're awake. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Okay, so divine feminine, this is the energy again. You feel like your energy has been taken from you, stolen from you. The Seven of Swords is all about, you know, things that have been taken from you, theft, energy. You know, things that, this is also the energy too of, you know, deception, okay? And again, the angels are saying, you know, this could be the energy too, okay? It could be the energy of what was taken from you. It could also be things that you have done, okay, that weren't necessarily healthy or good. And the angels are asking you, okay, to face those. And it's okay to feel any emotions that come up as a result of that. And I see that with the cat there. Okay, the cat is all about tuning in with your intuition. Again, this is all about tuning in, seeing beyond the veil, seeing the truth. And sometimes when we see beyond the veil, okay, what we see, again, I did say that you may not always like what you see. You may be afraid to view this, but you must in order to grow. And there's this message here too, like for anyone that was in constant blame of the divine masculine energy. Now, I'm not saying to, you know if someone wasn't healthy for you, okay? And if somebody, you know, wasn't valuing you, respecting you, etc., to let that energy go. And that may not have been your twin flame. Okay, sometimes we think a person is our person, and then we realize, wait a minute, that wasn't my person. Okay, that was a karmic energy. I was learning from that energy, but that was a karmic energy. Because my actual person is going to value me, okay? But indeed, because twin flames are connected, we do reflect back to each other the state that we're in. So that is why the angels are saying too, you know, this is the energy too of accountability. Am I being accountable? You know, am I taking responsibility with that King of Pentacles energy for my world? You know, because there's this energy of where the cat is, you know, the cat doesn't look, it looks like a shame type of energy. The cat looks like, you know, they are ashamed of what they have done. And I'm not encouraging the energy of shame, beautiful souls, because it's one of the most, it is probably the lowest vibrative energies, as well as feeling completely in despair and depressed. These are some of the lowest energies because they are so dismantling to spirit. They don't put you in power at all. And that's why sometimes when I've read in those books like Abraham Hicks, you know, there was like a vibrational ladder tier. And they were saying, you know, if you can reach on to the next level of emotion. So that's why like even anger could sometimes be more empowering than this, because anger can at least give you some fuel, right? It doesn't mean you want to take out your anger on anyone, but anger can give you power. And then, of course, you know, by tuning in with that and being honest about it, you release it, because anger is all about where you've been disrespected. So I feel there are emotions that are going to come up. But these are, again, for your growth and to set you free. And the angels are saying, you know, if you do feel the energy of shame, it is okay, but they do not encourage you to stay there. And they would never encourage you to feel ashamed, divine feminine. Because angels are not about that. They are not about that. They are here to show you your worth. That, you know, even if you've done things that are imperfect, things you're not proud of, it is okay. Still love yourself. You know, you are a living being. God is forgiving. And if God has forgiveness, then you have forgiveness within you, because you were born from God, Goddess. You were born from that energy. You were born from that type of love. God wishes you to become your greatest version. And there's no one probably here on Gaia that hasn't done something that they're not proud of. And if you have, you know, then that's your life path. And then you can show others how, you know, they can shine their light. But, you know, sometimes we have to go down in the valley in order to understand what others are going through, because we don't understand what they're going through, because we've never experienced that. So look at that, divine feminine, like anything that you've experienced, whether as a, you know, anything that's been done to you or anything that you have done. You can assist others that are in the similar state because you know what they go through. You have compassion for that. So this is too, you know, having compassion for the journey, for everything that you've been through, because it has shaped you into the beautiful person that you are. And, you know, even if people think that they haven't done something in this lifetime, I can guarantee you they've done stuff in past lives, if you believe in past lives. You know, so you know, I'm going to say it, all this fire and brimstone, it's not helping anyone. Okay? So there's also a release from that. And again, I see Archangel Michael holding on to you. He's saying, you know, I know you've been through these hard times. I know you've been through a lot. But you are worthy and deserving of your divine masculine, because there may have been a question about that. Well, like, I've done this. Am I worthy of them? And your divine masculine has felt that energy as well. They've felt like, you know, I I've done certain things. Am I really worthy of her? But as long as you understand that anything that was done, you know, you learn from it. You see that, oh, that wasn't so good, or that felt icky, or this really did cause hurt to another person. I'm going to walk in their shoes. You know, I feel genuine remorse. I feel the empathy. You know, I'm empathizing with this experience and with these individuals. Or I realize that wasn't good that was done to me. And then again, you grow from that experience. You realize, I'm not going to do that again. And that's great, because now you've learned you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it again. Or if you thought you weren't going to do it again and again, you felt recidivism, then it's like this time you're like, you know what? No, this is the final time. I can't do this anymore. This is taking energy from me, taking energy from others. And I'm going to move forward, and there's a sense of giddiness. It's like at first you may feel, you know, you may feel those negative emotions. The angels, that's why the angels are saying with that Three of Swords energy too, the hurt. Archangel Michael is there to help you as he governs Swords energy to cut ties with that, to release that energy. Okay? It's like then the spark comes. Because you're releasing, you're slowing down, you're resting, and you're knowing all is well. And then you start to feel guilty. I mean, okay, the angels are saying you may have felt guilty, but then you start to feel giddy. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Oh, okay, yeah. So again, the angels prompted me to say that. That was like impromptu there. Again, didn't plan on saying that. That's just what came out. I meant to say giddy, came out guilty. So you may have felt guilty about something. Whatever it is that that you felt guilty about. And the Divine Masculine felt that they felt your pain again. They're sending you warm, radiant energy saying, I love you. I love you no matter what. I love you unconditionally. Again, that doesn't mean that you're in the energy of where you're going to let someone disrespect you or be disrespectful or be yourself disrespectful to others. This means that you realize that you're a beautiful soul. Okay, you exist. So therefore, it is your birthright to live, right? It is your birthright to grow. Growth is sometimes messy. Growth is sometimes painful. Growth is sometimes fraught with numerous mistakes. And this is beautiful to know that, right? Because you go through that. And you want to feel assured that you're not alone in this. Okay? I'm speaking from experience as well myself, Divine Feminine. Okay? I see everything that I went wrong in. I had to turn around and face my shadow, and it was painful. And I still do it from time to time. It is painful. I have to turn around. I mean, what I mean is I'm not still doing those things, but it's like I still have to, but I have experienced recidivism with that. Okay, where I went back and maybe did that. I was like, no, that's icky for me. It's like, can't do that. But it's like, you know, sometimes the shame or the guilt, it comes back up. But it's becoming less intense. So know this, you know, it's like chipping away at the stone. I don't know why I'm hearing that Rush song from the album Test for Echo, Carve Away the Stone. But it's like, yeah, you're carving away at it, you're chipping away at it. And every time you go back, and when that feeling, it's like basically whenever that feeling comes up, you honor that feeling. It's a very long message, beautiful soul. It's getting on 50 minutes, but the angels are like, this is so important. It's a very deep one. It's like every time you do that, you're chipping away at small amounts until one day you'll realize, wow, I'm just naturally not feeling that way anymore. And that will happen for you. You will. Every time you go back, every time you revisit, every time you honor what comes up. And you don't hide. You don't run from it. You don't judge it. You just let it be. You realize the truth. Okay, you realize it wasn't good. But again, it's like the judgment card within the tarot. The judgment card within the tarot is not about judging you. It is about you tuning in with yourself and realizing how you need to wake up and go higher. Okay? It is being divinely led, divinely guided. It's governed by Archangel Jeremiah in the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radley Valentine, because Archangel Jeremiah governs karmic energy and past lives and lessons being learned. Yes. And as Liz says from Guided by Angels, she says, you know, there really is no mistake. It's just lessons leading to blessings. Yes, so she said that. And I love that. You know, lessons just lead you to blessings. You're becoming the power. You're becoming the beautiful guide that you're meant to be here on Gaia, ready to impart that beautiful wisdom, and your divine masculine senses this. And again, with this King of Pentacles energy, know that you are successful, you are established, you have done the work. You are becoming, this is both the divine masculine and yourself, divine feminine, you are becoming the sovereign of your physical reality. You are at the final stages where you are going to experience true freedom, liberation, and bliss. And know that you will be truly free. Nothing and no one will be able, and most importantly, not yourself, okay, will be able to cage you. That is what I was going to say. Nothing and no one, not even yourself, will be able to cage you. And by you working on self, and by then, you know, you both reflect this energy back to each other. You both set yourselves free with that reflection energy, okay? All right, so yeah, this is also, you know, because you've done this, this is the enjoyment of the physical world. The kingdom of heaven being here present on Gaia. Okay, so thank you for being here. Thank you. I love you and I cherish you, and the angels love you and cherish you. Until next time, divine feminine and beautiful souls watching this. Bless.